Guy in the day glow vest.
Mm-mm. No.
He used to be here all the time. It's Eric from the Homewood Flossmoor.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing the camera for the Lansing Journal this month. This month he's out of town.
I think I met him in Carver's Butterfly Release one time.
That's right.
Yeah, how you
Eric?
doing? Yeah, I still got the card.
Okay. Okay. Melanie told me you were going in for. Yeah, she and Carol.
How y'all doing?
Oh, Carol.
Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Butterfly Girl. How are you? Hey, Shanita Lanier. Hey, HVAC. How are you? Y'all let me know. You put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Because they got some blowers. Listen, you got the blowers. We need these blowers on because that's going to interfere with the sound.
Anything to make it a little more difficult.
Okay, yeah, because you don't want us to hear you loud.
That's right. Other
Okay.
end of the football field here. Right.
Okay? And listen, y'all. Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all how far we are back. Okay? Show y'all how far we are back this time. Now, this is the crazy thing here. At least Tiffany let the media be right up here. Right? Now the media is all the way in the back. I'm not going back there. Look how far we are back now. Look at that. Look how far that is. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm going to zoom in because that's what we're going to have to do in order to, and I'm going to put the camera up a little bit to get this woman's head out of my shot. But look at that. Look at how far back we are. Child. Okay, I'm going to show y'all again. This is insane. Look where the media got to be at. I'm going to show y'all, that's how far we are back. Let me show y'all the media. The media, all the way back there. At least Tiffany will let us be over here on this side. Now they all the way back there. And this is how far we are back. Baby, the bullshit be deep, okay? And then they got these, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this because I want to be fair. Look there on the floor. There's a whole blower on the floor, so we ain't even going to be able to hear what they saying all the way down there. Now you tell me if somebody ain't on bullshit, because they definitely on bullshit out here, okay? Tell me. I hope you didn't sign his picture at all, and tell the clerk how to do their job. I ain't making no comment this time because I'm finna see what the board gonna do, okay? But, baby, listen, that next meeting, I'm going to be making a comment about everything I said. See here. Hey, Mr. Dean. But this here, this crazy. Okay? This crazy. I'm about to ask somebody something. Child. I hope y'all be able to hear something. Let me go over here and grab an agenda. And I'm going to see can I get these blowers turned off. At least this one over here because we ain't going to be able to hear it.
With the board multiple times to move us closer. And what did they do? They move us farther away. I don't know. Depends on what happens.
You on your word for you. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I went and asked the man that asked the maintenance man, can he cut these blowers off? Because if they don't, y'all not gonna be able to hear a thing. Did y'all hear that noise? They already messing up my video with this music. But I do this for y'all, so if the video don't get monetized, it is what it is. Child, we still got people on payroll who do not live in the township. We still got people on the payroll who do not live in the township, and there's an ordinance on the books. We're gonna go and we're gonna get into it. Is it hot in there? No, it's not hot in here. Nah, it's not hot. Now listen, I'm gonna tilt. Hey, Jennifer Roberts. Hey, everybody that came in. French, Javar, Wyoming guy. Hey, I'm gonna tilt my camera up so that I can be able to miss people's foreheads and stuff. Just keep in your mind, Ryan, my camera right here, okay? So, it's gonna be, look, right here, all these blowers in the room. It's gonna be even worse because of the blowers on.
They talk so quietly.
Well, that's for a reason.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. Because I'm thinking, like, where could we be located where we could actually hear them?
Child, Timbuktu. Hey, Jim C, how you doing? So we are here. Let me let y'all see. It's damp due to the rain. Yeah, they don't need the blowers on in here though. If they do, they can put them in the back of the room, but they got media back there. None of us want to go back there. Super tell Ryan he's going to go live tonight. We're going to have a talk. I heard what happened. I'm curious. Okay. I'll tell him. Ryan Javar said, are you going live tonight to talk about what happened today?
Oh, about court?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do a video about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm fixing to zoom y'all in, see if I can zoom past these people, get these people out of my shots.
Yeah, let me know if I see the block. Let me know.
Tilt it up a little bit. That's how far we are back. So, hey, Jody. Let me see if I can get, I probably can't get any more closer than that. You ain't gonna be able to see his lips lie tonight. Hey, Lee Hamilton, how you doing? But anyway, this where we at. This what we doing. There's loads of security in here tonight, too. Don't nobody ask why I got my camera tilted up in the air. I have my camera tilted up so that y'all can be able to see the people and not keep seeing the top of this lady's head. Okay? There you go.
try to bring these things up. Right? That's what I should do. I don't know if I can do it another 4 years. I'll be 80 years old. I don't know if I'm good for 4 years.
I don't want to get in too much trouble. I already had to go in front of a judge today. Like somebody else do it. Get Mr. Lee to do it.
I'm gonna go cut that off myself. Oh.
Because yeah, really they should turn all of them off though.
Yeah.
We don't need any monitor in the meeting.
Okay, y'all. Keep prices in the building. Dots is in the building. We finna get some public comments tonight, possibly. They're gonna cut these comments off at 30 minutes, so they're not gonna. Ain't too many comments gonna be had tonight because they're gonna cut the comments off at the 30 minutes. Okay, so there's that. But they in the building. Keith in here with his new knees, saying, "Baby, baby, please get my job back." Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get y'all. Let me get y'all back up here because they're about to start this meeting. Beth need to sit down and get out my shot. Alright, yeah, I go.
Can you see okay? I'm not blocking your way. I'm at okay.
Thornton Township meeting is called to order. Everyone please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which is the same, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The time is 6:05. Clerk Nesbitt, please call the roll.
Trustee Ahmad? Here. Trustee Gonzalez?
Here.
Trustee Stanley?
Here.
Trustee Stubbs? Assessor Elspeth? Attorney Lazinski? Supervisor Harris?
We've established a quorum. At this time, as we customary do, we're going to Pastor Bowman for a moment of prayer before we start our getting to the meeting.
Shall we pray? Our Father and our God, we thank you today. Thank you for letting us live when we have had this lesson. And because you let us live, God, we want to tell you thank you. Because we did something you didn't have to do. We bless and we praise your name. And so, God, while we're here in this prayer, in the name of Jesus, no one goes away unsafe. No one goes away mad. but let peace abide even in hostile situations. In the Master's mighty name of Jesus. God be the present here. Dear bless you. Praise your name for the Lord. Thank God.
At this time, we will start public comments. Each person is allotted 3 minutes. Mayor Shakur.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all,
Mayor Shakur.
the shenanigans have already started.
Yes, I want to make sure that those things aren't wasted.
I'm sorry, are you a Mayor Shakur?
Today, I identify as Amir Shakur today.
Is
People
the Mayor
have the right to
Shakur in the room?
identify as they like.
Is the Mayor Shakur in the room?
I'm
Okay, so
so
we're gonna
done.
go to the person. The next person is Ramona Baldwin.
Excuse me?
You're not a Mayor Shakur.
How do you know that? From Facebook. At least we know for the record they watch social media.
We do.
Are you going to get that
Ramona
143,000?
Baldwin, are you in the
Is
room?
this
Ramona
the
Baldwin,
Republican
please
you
step
gonna
forward
get
to
that
the speaker, please, for public
143,000
comment.
back?
Thank you, Ramona.
I'm sure he wanted to know if Napoleon was
Thank
going
you,
to get that
Ramona.
140.
You have 3 minutes, Ramona.
Good evening, Supervisor Carol, trustees, and residents. For the record, I am a resident of Thornton Township and Harvard. Also, I am a member of Thornton Township Citizens for Action Committee. I want to inform Supervisor Harris, trustees, and residents of Thornton Township, Harvard residents' rights are being violated by Jedediah Brown and INA members. Jedediah Brown is a provocateur. He is someone who intentionally provokes and incites others, often to anger or conflict. He is a person who stirs up trouble. The residents of Harvey no longer want Jedediah Brown and his INA members in our community. We want Jedediah Brown and INA members banned from Harvey meetings because he is a threat and a danger to the public. Jedediah Brown and INA members have beaten a business owner and trespassed repeatedly on his property, and also Jedediah Brown and INA members did a mock action July the 14th, 2025 to Amir Shakur and his daughter, beating them and assaulting his daughter. I witnessed this mob action and it was traumatizing. By this violence, I am still in. Please stand with us for in Township. Thank you.
We now will have Wendy Kelly Coleman.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to circle back regarding comments I made before regarding the food pantry. Still looking to get a status of the budget. The budget for the food pantry remains excessive, to put it kindly, as I mentioned at the last meeting. The $4.4 million budget for this fiscal year does not support delivery of 50,000 meals. These numbers, it costs about $87 to deliver approximately $25 box of food. Based on the math, the food pantry, which is open only 1 day per week, with week-long meal deliveries, still does not support these numbers and is blatantly excessive and likely inefficient. There's also been no explanation about the $1.9 million line item in the food pantry budget entitled Other Expenses Food Pantry Donated. This number should be broken out and explained in more detail. There's money in the budget for consultants. I propose that this money be used to hire people to perform a deep dive into food pantry financials and processes, with the goal being, 1, to identify waste, mismanagement, and opportunities for improvements. 2, to implement these improvements so that they can do things faster, better, cheaper, essentially doing more with less money. And three, ultimately realizing the goal of reducing our tax dollars. I'm sure that the savings potential of an audit would greatly outweigh the cost. The one good thing that came out of Tiffany Henry's administration is that we are now watching the store and the cash register. We're smart people who respect the authority and responsibility that come with your position. So we also want to be treated with respect as an informed and intelligent Thornton Township community. I look forward to your update. Thank you.
Next, we will have Mr. Dan Lee.
Dan Lee from Dalton. Greetings to everyone. Am I the only one getting a flashback here? Someone got a little hostile there earlier today. I would just want to do a comment on the budget meeting. I know we had one here about a month or so ago, and we had one in Dalton yesterday. And the part I'm unclear on is, okay, yesterday we were allowed to ask questions and so forth. We got a lot more citizen input, I'm sorry, just the budget. I was just wondering, are we going to get to that point now, or has something happened that I'm not aware of? These are basically questions I'm asking. Okay. Secondly, I understand there was some food pantry resignation of salary of an individual that's been somewhat controversial over the last few years. I'm wondering if that position is going to be dealt with one way or the other, or it's going to be commented on at some point during these proceedings. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to ask a question about the food pantry, the resignation of firing of Mr. whatever his name was. Will that be something that's going to be discussed? And does that want to affect the food pantry operation in any shape, form, or fashion? I'd also like to just say to all folks that are listening, we got to not let these online hostilities spill over into our real lives. Okay? To some degree, you have control over that. So any online bullying going on and all this other stuff going on out there, you can stop that by keep scrolling and ignoring the people that are doing it. Now, when it spills over into real life, that's a whole different situation. But you might have to pull back from that online hostility stuff for a while, because all it does is mess your head up. It's complete waste, in my opinion, anyway. I'm not sure if all 17 of villages and towns have had their budget meetings, but I would just like to suggest that all of us that are in this municipality, in this township, we should be able to have a little more input into the budget process for all of us, not just any one place, not just any one town. I think that would go a long way towards closing the gap between citizen participation and the reality that we have very low voting rates. I think that has to do with some of that. We have to know what's going on financially. People tend to lose interest. People tend to get suspicious, and they get disheartened. I think the more input that's put into this budget situation, and not just once, in a while, we need to talk about various items that are coming up on a daily basis, not a daily basis, I mean on a monthly basis. Let's keep us abreast of what's going on. That would be very helpful. And that's just for everybody. I'm not talking just about Thornton Township.
Time's up. Thank you. Ms. Angela Russell.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Angela Russell, Dalton resident and also an employee with the Division Unlimited Cultural and Faith-Based Empowerment Program. I have been speaking to you the last few months about our programs being able to provide food services to the people of Thornton Township and how we were working on a partnership with the Village of Dalton. I'm happy to announce that we have officially gained space at the Village of Dalton at the Payment Center at 14422 King Drive, and we're in the Payment Center next to Village Hall. The classes started August the 12th, and we are also having classes this week. All of the classes and workshops will be going on for 8 weeks, And again, it's at the Village of Dalton, and although it's in Dalton, everyone is invited to participate. And I just want to list of you some of the things that we'll be talking about in these workshops and classes that we're having on a weekly basis. And it also addresses the trauma that people have been talking about over the last 2 years, and even what's going on social media. So we're doing mental health education 101, addressing mental health concerns, alleviating anxiety and depression, easing the pain of betrayal and how to rebuild, reducing personal and social stressors, the weight we carry, identifying and releasing invisible emotional burdens, trust falls and soul calls, processing betrayal and broken trust, pressure points, understanding the signs of stress and anxiety, who told you that, challenging internalized beliefs about self-worth and identity, more than enough, affirming inherent and value beyond productivity, boundaries and bridges, understanding and practicing healthy boundaries. Title, Joy is a Rebellion, cultivating joy as a form of resistance and restoration. These are the workshops we will be offering on a weekly basis, open to everyone 18 and over, various times. So on Tuesdays, every other week, the classes are 2 to 3:30. On Mondays, they are at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12. And Wednesdays, they are 2 to 3 to 5. We're trying to make sure that we capture different times of the day during the week where many people can participate. And again, I understand that everyone has different things going on in their lives. The workshops that we're cultivating are meant to address various things that we're all going through, including the things that we get into ourselves that we can make better decisions on. The more informed we are, the more conversations we have about mental health and mental wellness, the better we are equipped to help ourselves and those around us. Thank you.
The next speaker, and I apologize in advance, really writing, Rabbi Michael Beniosta. Sorry.
My name is Rabbi Michael Beniosta, human rights activist, anti-violence activist in Chicago. I'm here because I need to be here. King David in the scriptures wanted to build a house of prayer for the Lord. The prophet Nathan supported him. However, when King David did wrong, the same prophet that agreed with him condemned his actions. That is why I'm here to respond to, not later, but early. People put Tiffany Henry of Dalton as mayor and Township Thornton out of office. It is sad to see that even after the shenanigans and abuse of power was evident, nothing has changed. Supervisor Terry Harris, you sponsored legislation to ensure reform was possible, that Thornton Township supervisor could not be paid an outrageous salary paid by taxpayers. However, I learned that your fellow Democrat was able to pass legislation that benefited you. For transparency, are you willing today, Mr. Harris, to reveal the name of that Democrat that sponsored that bill for you to have to benefit? Also, we learned that you benefit from personal favors that violates and creates mistrust among your constituents. Your constituents deserve to hear from you, Mr. Harris, not the attorney, not your administration, but what you are going to do differently, that abuse of power would not be happening in the city. Also, why is the trustees who were very vocal when Tiffany Henry was abusing her power are silent right now on this issue? We demand accountability and we demand answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vivian Allen.
just have a brief comment. Number one, I believe if you guys need mental health, there's other ways that you can get it as well, not just through Dalton. There's other places where you can go that is actually impactful. You can also call 211. They have a lot of services, so if you can't get services within the township, you can call 211, and they do help a lot, especially with rental assistance, if the rental assistance program is budgeted up. And I just want to say another thing. When it comes to what people have been talking about, cyberbullying, cyber harassment, we all see it, we all know it, we all know who the perpetrators are. August 26th, I have a court date with Jedediah Brown. I just want him to know that he's being served right here, openly in the Thornton Township, and he do have to respond to why you think that you did not violate that order.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, my name is Amir Shakur. Might be recognized from, you did call my name earlier. I just wanted to see if I can. I don't want to interrupt you. You're going to recall me?
Next person.
Thank you.
Brian, I'm sorry, Alicia Nicole?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm going to sound like a broken record because, again, I'm going to get on Robert Hahn, who, most of the questions tonight, or not most, but a lot that have to do with the township have been directly related to the budget. We want answers, we want engagement. I'm not understanding why you're so standoffish. We're residents, you're in charge of our finances. We should be able to approach you with a finance question without you ducking and dodging. I mean, I'm not understanding it, and we do have that right as a resident. In that, I want to say something. I went to a Thornton Township event Sunday, one of my first ones under this administration. I just simply never felt comfortable going to any functions under the last administration. I don't care how lucrative they seem. I just never felt comfortable. So I went to one Sunday, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But not only that, it's something I really want to speak to because it kind of speaks to human nature, for me anyway. There was someone there who I've spoken about, I've addressed before during public comment, not in a bad way, literally just as it relates to their role. I saw them there doing their same role, but the difference was that they were with their family. I've never seen them with their family because they're at meetings, this is where they do their job. But that was a family event Sunday, so rightfully he had his family there. And his son is a clone. His son looks so much like him. I could not take my eyes off his son. And it just personified him to me. That's the point I'm making. It made him a human being, where sometimes it's difficult to separate the two, but I feel like it's healthy and you have to be able to. And that's what that did for me. It was just, I've shared it with 2 other people prior to this because it was a resignation that I couldn't ignore, the way it resonated with me. And it just put things in, another perspective, just in another perspective. And what I guess the point I'm making, I invite everyone, especially who's a resident, come out to something. I mean, whatever it is that speaks to you or your interest, check it out. But for one, you get to fellowship in a different way. It's not as formal as these meetings. And I'm telling, mind you, I asked that person, and I'll say this, and people may or may not know who I'm speaking with, but I asked that person a question that I have asked when I stood up here before, but this time I asked it again as it relates to their job. He answered it, and he said it with his chest. I mean, he was so naturally comfortable, and it was remarkable. You said time? Okay, so it was awesome. Come on, you guys. Just a fellowship with each other, if nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you. Brian Sawinski?
Good evening, everybody. The last township meeting I attended, I was appalled but not surprised by the conduct of the board, this board. Residents complained, but all this board presented were excuses. We were essentially told that we didn't know what we were talking about and that we should just stay quiet and trust that the board is spending our tax money wisely without seeing where the money is actually going for ourselves. And if any of you has any have children or nephews or nieces, you know how that goes, right? When the kids, you say, "Have you brushed your teeth?" "Oh yes, just trust that I did, Mom or Dad," right? You have to verify. So the same goes for, finances as well. So has anything changed since then? Where is the forensic audit of township finances that so many of you demanded under the prior administration? Why is Supervisor Napoleon Harris making more than $200,000 a year just for being supervisor, not including his Senate salary? Why aren't agenda packets posted online before every meeting so residents can read about what is being voted on? Let me suggest a few things you should vote on tonight before you adjourn this evening. 1, a resolution calling for an immediate hiring freeze and spending freeze on all non-essential services until a forensic audit going back at least 10 years is complete. 2, a resolution requiring board packets and all updated financial documents to be posted online at least 3 business days before every meeting. 3, a resolution requiring the board to use one of many financial software programs that can post public expenses and revenue in real time online to monitor where tax money is going. So there's no guessing about where your money is. 4, a resolution to bring the supervisor's salary back down to below $60,000. 5, a resolution to once again ban public money from being used to put officials' names and images on literature, aka illegal electioneering. Vote on those tonight. Or if you prefer, call a special meeting later this week to vote on them. Even if you vote no, at least we can see whether you want to be real with us or you're still trying to hide the money. Right now, all we hear are excuses, and all we see is that our tax money is going to some high salaries and a lot of expensive events. Meanwhile, residents are working 2 or 3 jobs just to be able to pay their property taxes and not be kicked out of their homes. That must end now. I look forward to seeing your response.
Thank you. Mayor Shakur.
Mr. Shakur. Good evening. So, what I start is I want to be very specific and to the point. The last week of June, outside of the township, a young lady who's sitting here this evening was harassed by a mentally deranged individual, young man who has been harassing, bullying individuals. This person, Vivian Allen, sits right here to the left of me, was harassed. She was mob actioned by this gentleman, Jedediah Brown, and his team, who waited for her, verbally attacked her. She had to call the police. The same individual last fall had a fight right here in the township. No one should be harassed, threatened when they're trying to politically express their voice of opinion. No one should be bullied or even cyberbullied when they're trying to just dialogue and come into meetings. This is unacceptable. I'm asking that we ban this person from this particular venue from this point going forward. He's not a community player. Animalistic instincts don't work for community. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, Senator Harris, is on July 14th, I was the victim of a mob action by the same individual, 5 people who were being and probably still are being employed by Christopher Clark, the mayor of Harvey. This was during an illegal eviction campaign in the city of Harvey, where they were throwing folks out of their homes illegally. That is not what Harvey police should be doing. We need an investigation by the state of Illinois, Kwame Raoul's office, into the goings on of Harvey, Illinois, and the police, including this gentleman right here, Jedediah Brown, and I need your assistance to keep this going. Again, these are illegal actions. We need to stop, and I would say we need to put an ordinance together right away to keep this ban and ban him from any future meetings. It's permanent that we do.
I appreciate it. I would like to meet with you about
Thank you.
constitutional ethics. No.
Nate Bowman.
This is what I'm talking about.
Nate Bowman. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm just called citizen,
Come on. Can we all show the speakers some respect, please? Thank you.
First of all, I want to say thank you for the chance to speak. Supervisor Harris and all these committees. I want to thank you for on Sunday. Leaving a funeral, I had the opportunity to stop by the event that was going on, and it was a nice event that the township had put on. And everybody was out there having a good time. And that let me realize one thing, that when we stand together, we can get a lot accomplished. A house divided will never stand. And it's only when that we can work together, whether we agree or disagree, with leadership, then we could move this township forward in the right direction without a lot of things that's going on and being said. All of this stuff should not be in these types of meetings, cyberbullying and whatever it is else. But I want to thank you for this opportunity, number one. And I want to tell you all you're doing a wonderful job. And myself as a citizen want to do everything that I can do to make your lives much easier. And we should all do the same thing. We elected these officials for a reason, and we have to allow them time and opportunity to do what they were voted in to do. 6 months ain't gonna take care of what 4 years done.
Amen.
So we just have to let due process through. Give them an opportunity to change.
That concludes public speaking.
Move along to item 6, the approval of minutes from the prior meetings. So at this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the 2025-26 tentative budget hearing for the Road and Bridge Fund held on July 22nd, 2025. Motion by trustee Avant. Second by trustee Stanley. Let's take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez? Yes. Trustee Avant? Trustee Stubbs? Aye. Supervisor Harris?
Yes. 5 members in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the 2025-26 tentative budget hearing for the general fund and the general assistance fund held on July 22nd, 2025. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the 2025-2026 tentative budget hearing for the general fund and general assistance fund held on July 22nd.
Motion by trustee Stanley, seconded by trustee Stubbs. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs? Aye. Trustee Avant? Supervisor Harris?
Aye. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. At this time, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the special meeting held on July 22nd, 2025. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting held on July 22nd, 2025.
Motion by trustee Gonzalez, second by trustee Stubbs. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stubbs? Aye. Trustee Avant? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Supervisor Harris?
Aye. 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next up, item 7, the approval of bills. This time, I would like to entertain a motion to approve the bills list for the general fund. Is there a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the general fund. Second.
Motion to approve the bills list for the general fund by trustee Stubbs, seconded by trustee Gonzalez. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stubbs? Aye. Trustee Gonzalez?
Aye. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. This time, I would like to entertain a motion to approve the bills list for the General Assistance Fund. Is there a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the bills of the general assistance fund.
Second.
Motion by trustee Stubbs to approve the bills list of the General Assistance Fund, seconded by trustee Stanley. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Avant. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Supervisor Harris.
Aye. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. At this time, I would like to entertain a motion to approve the bills list for the Road and Bridge Fund. Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion by trustee Avant, seconded by trustee Gonzalez for the motion to approve the bills list for the Road and Bridge Fund. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Trustee Avant. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Item 8, new business. First item up is the approval of membership dues for township officials of Illinois for all elected officials. The total cost is approximately $1,400. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve paying the dues for the township officials of Illinois for all the elected officials of the township. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the membership dues of the township officials of Illinois for all of them.
Second.
Motion by trustee Stanley for the membership dues of township officials, seconded by trustee Stubbs. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Avant. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Supervisor Harris.
Aye. Members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next is the approval of membership dues for township officials of Illinois associate members. This is for employees such as township administrator, deputy clerk, finance director, and it's approximately $50 a person. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve this item.
Second.
Motion by trustee Avant, seconded by trustee Stanley. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Trustee Avant. Supervisor Harris.
Aye. 5 voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next is the approval of township events. First event up is the Talk of the Town, Let's Talk Caregiving, estimated at $1,500. The other event is the October Harvest Festival with the youth services. Estimated cost $3,900. Next is the Harvest as presented.
Second.
Motion by trustee Avant, seconded by trustee Stanley for the approval of township events. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Supervisor Harris.
Aye. 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next is the motion for the training for the approval of the Illinois Property Assessment Institute Central Regional Conference that will be held September 8th through the 12th in East Peoria for the assessor's office. Is there a motion for the approval of training?
I'd like to make a motion for the training for the property assessment institute, Central Regional Conference, September the 8th through the 12th, 2025, East Peoria.
Is there a second? Trustee Stubbs makes a motion, seconded by trustee Gonzalez for the approval of training for the assessor's office. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Aye.
Trustee Avant. Supervisor Harris.
5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries for the training. So next, I'm going to have the clerk make some comments. Clerk Nesbitt.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Okay, let's try again. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. So I just wanted to first thank you all for coming out. Yes, I am on Facebook, so I do read. I was on there before I became a clerk, so addicted to it. So. However, I see the comments. I see, I'm not going to comment here. I'm not. I try to take it in and try got into office, we had a lot of FOIAs left over. So we immediately started digging in to close those out from the previous administration. I am the FOIA officer, meaning that I close out the FOIAs. The FOIAs are submitted through a system or via email, and then the staff, they work to compile the information so that we can gather everything. And right now, we're still using the attorneys to review everything because we really haven't had a chance to sit down and go through a training so that we can redact and handle everything on our own. So we probably get about 3 FOIAs a week. That's a lot, and we're still trying to play catch up. So once the information is compiled, we forward it to the attorney for review, and then they send it back. And if everything is together, everything is organized, correct, then I will close it out. Yes, we are behind, and we're trying to work to catch up on it. We're not ignoring you. I don't like being behind. I don't like having things like that against my name, but that's just the truth of the matter. So we mostly the employees are working to fill and close your FOIA requests. At this time, we'll turn it over to the attorney to also address the grass cutting bid FOIAs.
So everyone, I'm not on Facebook, so I have no social media presence. With regard to FOIA requests, I want everyone to understand that when you send a FOIA into the township, you would assume that there is a file that would be, for example, landscaping or grass cutting. There is not. So what this has required us to do is to track down documents by searching emails, searching other sources, and going back to prior counsel to get a copy of signed agreements and other documents. One of the things that we are addressing is creating a centralized database for all these documents. None existed when we arrived here. So for example, when someone sends a request, we want all documents related to the RFP, who responded. They were not all in one place. They were in various places and various emails, and so that had to be put together. With regard to other FOIAs that come in, every FOIA is taken seriously. FOIAs require us to provide you documents, not to answer questions. FOIAs are not designed to answer questions. You are entitled to see documents that you requested. So if you ask for emails related to a topic, a search has to be conducted, the emails have to be retrieved, and then provided to you. The cost of right now, just an estimate of cost, I'm not talking attorney time, is probably $3,000 to $5,000 of time, staff time, technology time, responding to each of these FOIAs. So when you start adding up, and when the same person, multiple people ask for the same document, but there's a different twist on it, you have to simply not provide just what was provided in the past, but conduct a new search. So that's what the township is doing. They take it seriously. Some of the questions that have come up in the past is, what do the lawyers do? Well, lawyers have clear lanes and avenues of work to be done, so there's no duplication of efforts. But as Reverend Bowman said, over the last 4 years, what type of legal mess do you think was created here? How many lawsuits are pending? How many insurance coverage issues are there? All at your expense. This has to be clean, and the township is doing whatever is possible to address these. The township lawyers don't just work for the supervisor. If the assessor has a phone call or has a question, she calls one of the township lawyers. The highway commissioner or employees, supervisors, or staff have questions, they call the lawyers. That is what our job is. Our loyalty is to the township as a whole, not a certain individual. If a conflict arises, there are rules under the Illinois Rules of Professional Responsibility. Lawyers know how to handle a conflict and address it appropriately to address issues. We represent the township. We do not represent individual residents. So I think that should clarify what the role of the township attorney is here. And this is what the township attorney does in every other township in the state of Illinois. There was a question about forensic audits. They want to, board approved something, never did an RFP, someone mentioned a 10-year audit. Well, guess what's being done right now? There's a little agency called the Internal Revenue Service and the Federal Bureau of Investigation that are conducting investigations. Has anyone read the last 2 audits for Thornton Township? Anyone read them? Has anyone read the notes in those auditors' reports? These were not qualified audits. In other words, even the auditors signing off refused to give it a clean audit because of the problems. And these problems exist because of what went on in the past that is being addressed by law enforcement agencies.
Thank you, Attorney Belizinski. Before I go and finish out my supervisor report, I want to say that tomorrow is his 11th birthday. To what I call him is the new president of Thornton Township, my man Jace, who's come to all the events. Hey, stand up, Jace. Everybody give Jace a happy birthday. He's the guy, every time I see him, has a smile on his face, always has a loving spirit, and man, wish I stayed your energy, Jace. Keep up the good work, man, and looking for brighter days ahead for you, Jace. Thank you for coming here tonight. So, as I close out, I want to say Sunday the 17th was a Thornton Township cookout. The things that we do here from a township perspective, whether it's rendering services or just enjoying and connecting 17 communities, none of this would be possible without the board of trustees and their due diligence and work that they do, but more importantly, our employees. Please give a round of applause to these Thornton Township employees. These guys did a remarkable job from start to finish. Everything was spectacular. Everything was well organized and done in decency and in order. And to the residents that came out, thank you as well. It's all about fellowshipping and coming together as a community, and I think we did that. We came one step closer to that on Sunday. So thank you all parties involved, the residents, the employees, the board of trustees, and everyone who supported the event. This coming Thursday, August 21st from 4 to 7 is bingo here at the township, and as well as the Taste of Thornton Township. So it's going to be held on September 6th at South Suburban College. There's going to be more details coming forth with more information about that, about how vendors can sign up and how the residents can gain access, and more information about that. As we've customarily done, the messages and the comments that have been made for public comment, the attorneys and myself and the board, we take those things in and we go back and try to get the best answers we can to be able to supply the information needed to satisfy your questions. So please bear with us as we gather information in this fact-finding mission to be able to provide you with the best information possible to answer your questions. Some things, as we say, you may like, some things you may not like, but we're going to do our very best to make sure we accommodate and get you the answers that you need. And with that being said, that concludes our meeting, and I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. The time is 6:50. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Clerk Stubbs makes a motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by Trustee Stanley. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Abad. Here. Trustee Stanley.
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs.
Yes.
Supervisor Harris.
Yes, with 5 voting in the affirmative, the meeting is adjourned.
Child. Okay, I saw somebody say that they needed a breakdown of this meeting, and you shall have it. I will do a breakdown of this meeting. We'll try for tomorrow, okay? I will be doing a breakdown of this meeting tomorrow. No, Mom's YouTube account, she's still alive. She's living in Georgia, okay? We will talk about this, because we will talk about this, okay? We'll talk about this tomorrow. Okay? So thank you guys for hitting that like button on the way out. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I wish nothing but blessings for your life. If you haven't seen the poll for the new logo, go to the poll and vote, okay? Thank you, Mandy. How you doing, Mandy? Thank you. Okay, y'all. Super producer is out.